Okay, ma'am. So first, I'll open the notepad. So either you can go with the notepad. So let me tell the difference between. Okay, so the first is the editors. You can go with what kind of editor is example Notepad plus plus, or can go with Visual Studio Code. Okay, or you can go with uh, Sublime. Okay, these are the different editors we can follow. So Notepad plus is nothing but it highlight the color. Okay, so of elements and the classes. So whatever the elements and the class attributes you have, it will show some different color. So that for that reason we are going for this Notepad plus plus. And Visual Studio is nothing but it is advanced. So for example, if I'm typing like H1, it automatically gives like this. Okay, so this is somewhat sophisticated and advanced. In a real time, in the IT industry, we'll be definitely using this Visual Studio kind of editors. So now, as a fresher, so I'll be just giving this Notepad plus plus. Let me create new file, save as html1 dot. So while saving the file, I'm going to give it as .html. Okay, just save this file. So if example it is going to be a CSS file, then you will be mentioning .css. Okay, so h1. I'll close that image. Okay, so I see here it is like doc type HTML, and here I'll be mentioning it as HTML slash HTML, and here it will be like head slash head and body slash body. Okay, so this is a basic structure we already know. So what we are going to do is we are going to create some header. I think this is CSS file. So let me show you. Okay, here we'll be creating somewhat like this. Okay, so how we can create, so let's check. So whatever the page, so let me open this. So if you see here, the page, it contains a header and the navigations and main content and the footer. Okay, so while you are creating your portfolios, how you need to create the portfolio is, see here, if example for everyone I'm saying, so each and everyone has to create their own portfolio. Okay, so at that time, so how we can create a portfolio? So I'm just giving a div container. Div containers is like a container box. So whatever the element we are giving here, it will be like like a container box. So if you put the elements within that box, if you pull the box, what happens? The entire elements which is presented in that box, it will also move. The same thing here also. Just copying this. I need some 4 containers. The first container, I'm going to give a ID name as header. Okay, and the second ID name is going to be what? I want as a PPT. It's going to be a navigation, right? So nav. And the third one is, so if you have any questions also, you can ask me in between. So here I'm just giving it as a content. Okay, so in this place, ID is equals to footer. Okay, so like this, we are going to create a portfolio. Okay, so here I'm just giving a text. Okay, so within this, within the header, I need that is images and the that is heading. So images, I'm going to import my image. So let me, or logo of the particular website. So let's get into this. Not here. I have saved in Tech Trainer. So what is the file name? Here, this is a file name. So just copy this and paste it here. Okay. So .png, and I'm giving some width and height for this. I'm giving just 50 pixel height. I'm going to give the image height to be some 50 pixels. Okay, like this we have designed. Okay, so after this, what I need, I've given an image and the header. I need some text, right? So I'm giving my portfolio, So this is my heading. Okay, so if you go here and just double click on this, you can see like this it has been presented. So to make a background color first, okay, so what you need to do is we are going to style, we are going to import css file. So I'm going to add it as an internal. So internal means you need to use style element. Okay, within the style element, what we can do, we can make a styles. So for id it will be hash, so hash header. Within this, I'll be going to design something. Okay. First, I will be giving a background color. Let it be some RGB values. So I'm giving some RGB values, or I can give it as a call. Okay. And I want the width to be some 100 percentage, and I need a height of some 100 pixels. Okay. So if you go and refresh, you can see the text. So next is I want this image to be left and the text should be in the right thing. So what I can do, so see here at this place, to check what is the name of this image. So images, img. I want this image to be in the left side. Okay. So float colon left, and the width is going to be this. It's going to be take some percentage. Better what we can do is it will be like this. So if you mention, so what happened, uh, this is presented like this. So next I'm going to give some padding values. Padding is for the left and the top I need. So for left I'm giving some 50 pixels or 100 pixels, and for the padding top also I need some 100 pixels. So we can make it as, okay, like this we have designed. So next thing is for the heading one. So for the heading one also, I'm going to design something. So what I can do, so here just mention the padding again. So I need the padding top. It's going to be the same. Okay, like this we have created. So the next thing is what we need to do after creating this. I need a navigation part. Okay, navigation part. What are the different things I can give? I need first I will create a unordered list. Okay, so in this unordered list I need a multiple elements. Inside this, I need a list of elements. Like I'm just giving it as home, list of element projects, and then I can give it as contact us. Okay, so these are the three tabs I need. Okay, so if you see it is presented here. So how I can make a changes? So if you go here in this, I'm going to mention nav. Inside this, what are the things you are going to apply? So I need this to be flowed at left. Okay, so at what percentage I need? Width should be, so overall width is 100%. I need some 20% of this. Okay, or 30%. I want this text to be presented. If I need some background color, yes, I can give background color. And also you can mention the height if you need. Just giving it as 800 pixels. Like this, it has been created. Okay. So next, what I need is I don't need any dotted. So just type none. Better we can apply this in a list of elements. So next, I also don't, after doing this, I'm going to change this to be an anchor, that is as a link. For link, what I need href, right? So href, so href just close this and close this link as well. So /t. Here I'm just giving as #2. Okay, so if you go and refresh, you can see it has been as a link. So for link, I don't want this attend line. So what I can do is here I'll be mentioning it as decoration. Okay, like this we have created. So if you want to increase the text also you can do. Let me give the font size to be some 90 pixels. Okay, like this it will be created. And if you want to reduce also you can reduce it. So we'll be making it as a 60 pixels. Okay, so like this you have created. So next in this particular session what we will do, so after clicking this I need something to be printed. Okay, so for that what we can do, so what we need to do, so first thing is inside the content we need to create some content. Okay, so I'll be giving a heading. I want the heading to be h2 /h2. Change this. Okay, and the heading, its name is going to be home. Okay, so I need to link this home with this home. Why? Because if I click on this link, I want this particular headings to be displayed. Okay, so for that, what we can do? Give me 1 minute. Sorry, ma'am. So if you see here, so if you see here in this content, what we can have. So I'm going to link this one with this one, right? So what I will do is I'll be giving ID because here it is a hash, right? So I'm mentioning is a ID hash pool. Okay. So next again I'll copy this like this. We have created. Okay. So so let's have like this. So inside this home, here I'll be changing this to be projects. Here also change the name projects. Contact, contact. Okay. And also get some content from the internet. So I'll be getting a content from Lore Websum. Let's copy this text alone. So these are the real things because actually, guys, you will be creating a projects. Um, in the after completing this, course. So that is the reason I was telling step by step. So you need to create. Now go and check. So you can see there are different text has been appeared, right? So let me increase the text. Okay, if I click on contact us, so I think it has not been added. Let me check. So ID is contact, right? If you click on contact us, you can see the contact detail is appearing here. So actually, this is the way you'll be doing, there's five things. So either you can contain, that is close this container, that is already we have a content, right? So we can make this content, that is slash content, to be display as a table, or you can either give it as after, whatever you want. Content should be empty. So why it is was displaying is if I give clear both, then it will be like this only. So here also I'm going to add one more that is element. So we go class. Okay. So this is a simple thing so which we have created. So if you don't want this to be displayed here, so what I will do is I just remove these things. So it will be the text. So like this, the box is there. So and also in the content, contact us. Okay, so like this we have created. So the next thing was I need a footer. Okay, so footer, what we can do, just go to the footer. So what are the things you are going to specify? Okay, so example, I need a copyright. So how I can give? So this website is going to be a copyright. So what is the symbol we will be using? Any idea? So what I will do is I'll be giving this the div numbers. So what is the div numbers, and then I'll be mentioning so how it is going to be displayed. For example, so within the paragraphs I'm mentioning, so the value is going to be something around like this. Ampersand 16, sorry, the hash 16, okay, and then you need to give whatever you want. So that is copy rights reserved. So at the bottom you can see the copyrights reserved. Okay. So for footer, I'll be creating a different container. So better go up in the style. We can make it out. So in the style, what we can do? Yes, yeah. So in the content also, if you want some color, you can also give some color, like colors. So I'm giving some RGB color, RGBA. I want a pink color, so I'm giving a red to be 255000. And for 0.5, if you give 0.5, it will be considered as a OPZ. So 0.5 semicolon. You can see some pinkish color has been presented. And for footer, also I made some kind of light blue color. So what I will do is 0, 0.5. So like this we will be getting a copy. So here also you can add if you want any other details to be included. So I need some sign in form. So what I will do is I'll be adding some sign in form here. Sign in form. So I'll be setting a field set form slash form. Field set will be giving us some lines, that is border line for the text. And here I'll be giving a label. So label name, it's gonna be a sign up form. Sorry, not a label, legend. So here I'm mentioning a sign up form. Okay. And the next thing is I need some input field. So input type equals to text, and I need the user to be save the password. So I'm getting the password from the user, and I'm asking the user to submit the details. So submit. Okay, like this we have created. So for this I'm giving a name, username, password. This is a submit details. Okay. To go and refresh, you can see some small sign up form is there. Mm, but what I will do is I'm giving some break here. Okay, so like this you will be getting a sign up form. So in this place I'll giving a style is equals to the text should be aligned at the center. So what happened? It will be at the center somewhere here. So scroll and check. So it will be at the bottom. And I also need the customer that is user to view my contact details, that is location. So what I'm going to do is here in the form, this is ID footer, right? So I'm going to okay, before doing this, I'll be adding. For this, I'm going to add contact, that is iframe. So just get into the Google Map. So just go to the Google Map. Go here, just click on this, select this, click on share, embed map, copy this. Okay, so because I'm going to insert the map within this, okay. So I'm changing the width and height. So I want the width to be some 300 and height should be 200. So that's okay. So like this I've created. So if you go and check, you can see the map and the sign up form. So now uh, where is the navigation? Here I will change. So now I'm going to make this to be in the left and the sign up form in the right. So what we can do? So here you need to mention iframe code left, and you want that to be a bit of some mention anywhere. Just close this, and next to this form, put some sign. Okay, so like this it will be presented. So if you want to move also you can move it. So this is a simple way you can create a web page. Okay, so after this, so how we can apply some transition to the website. So like the some kind of presentation. So what we can do is I'm going to add some CSS properties. Let's look into this. For the image, I'm going to apply some transform. So transform means what happen is for this I'm going to apply for text. Okay, so transform. So transforms is a one kind of we can rotate or we can do whatever we want. So I'm just giving it as 20-degree because rotation is always some degree, right? So see here it is at the top. So what I will do is we try this. You can see it has been rotated somewhat, right? So either you can use that or you can skew it. So you can also give some background color for this. You can see it clearly. Background color, degree of 0, comma, so what happened is here you can apply the skew. You also apply rotate. Let's check. So what happens? You see here like this, it will be rotated. If you apply skew, so skew and changing this to be some 10 degree. So either you can go with horizontal or vertical. So let's run this. Okay. So that like this, it will be presented. So if it is a vertical, it will be vertically diagonal. Okay. So like this, you can create something. Okay. And the next thing is we can also apply some transition here. So for transition, example, okay, the first thing is I'm going to apply this for the navigation container. Okay. So first, the property is transition. Inside the transition, I'm going to change the width for 2 seconds. So what I'm going to change here, you need to mention for the hash navigation, I'm going to hover it. Hover means while you are selecting that particular thing, it will be changing. Okay, so better I can apply it for okay hashtag. Inside this, I'll be giving some width. So what is the previous width? It is 30%. I'm going to increase that as 30%. So if I refresh this, if I select, you can see it is moving, right? So like this, you can also create it. Clear? And um how I can give a transition timing. So transition timing is also possible. We can give transition timing. How I can create transition timing function. This is very very simple. If example, I'm giving it as a linear. If I give this, it will be very gradual. But if I give something called as ease, so it will be very slow at the starting and at the end it will be very fast. Okay, so like this there are so many transitions. You can also make some kind of animations here. How I can make it, so you can easily make it. So I'm going to apply the animation for the image element. So for this element I'm going to make an animation. Okay, so how we can do it? First thing is you have to mention animation. Okay. So for animation, first thing is you need to mention the name. What is the name for the animation? And animation duration. Duration of animation. For example, I'm giving some 3 seconds. Okay. Now we are going to create an animation. So first is keyframes. What is the keyframe? That is animation name. I'm going to give is let be alpha. Okay. So here I'll be mentioning it as a. So what value I'm going to mention. So first is I'll be taking as a 0%. I want this image to be more that is leftwards. So the rightwards. So first I will be giving it as so 25. Okay, like this we are creating. So within this, what I will do is I will giving a value. So example, the top it's gonna be some 0 pixel, and the left it's gonna be a 0 pixel, and then what happens? It will be changing. So just copy this, and also this is enough. So just copy this. Let's do it for multiple time. Here I want this to be 0 and I want this to be moving 100 pixel, and here pixel 0. Okay, so first it should be 0 0 and 0 100 and 100 0, and I want the both should be 100 100 like this. It should be this. So let's check so how it is working. Let's check what is the error. I'm trying to give this value here itself. I want this to be infinite. Okay. So top left. Okay. So yes, I forgot one thing. Actually, here we need to mention one more thing. So that is very important because we are placing this to be a position related. Okay. So then only it will be moving on that particular thing. Now you can see, the images moving on. So like this, you can create a things. Okay. And so this is all about a CSS. So this is how we'll be creating a web pages. I hope you would have understood how to create these things. Okay. And next thing is we'll learn about a JavaScript. So give me some 2 minutes. So at the 4 o'clock we can wind up, okay? Because this is today's the first session, right? So for just an intro for that, I just called you. Why some of them have got disconnected? Guys, is it understandable, or if you want me to explain it again? If you understood, just give thumbs up so that I can understand you're understood. So in the React option, you'll be having the icons. Okay. So if you give this so that I can understand you are clear how to create a page. One. Okay, good, Monica. Is what about others? Whereas if you have any doubts also, please try to ask questions. So it is not only the training session. Whenever you go for a work also, okay. So example, once you joined in industry, they'll be giving some training, right? If you have any questions or if you have any suggestions, you have to talk. Otherwise, it will be a problem for you. So if you're silent, then they will understand. Okay, So these guys have already understood everything. Okay, so please keep that in mind. So close this off. So the next thing is JavaScript. So just we'll go through what are the things we will learn. So this is what is JavaScript and how we are going to work with this. Okay. So some animations, how we can call the sessions. Give me some 2 minutes. Okay, guys, we'll understand so how to work with JavaScript and Bootstrap. So today we already designed this, right? So we can make some changes using a Bootstrap. Okay, so how we can create it. So let's see what is Bootstrap first. Because if you very understandable in HTML and CSS, you can directly go with Bootstrap 5. So Bootstrap 5 you can use if you know that is HTML and CSS. So versions we have, so many versions we have. The latest version is version 5. Okay, why we are going for the version 5 is, so in version 5 we don't want JavaScript for the execution. We only need HTML and CSS only. So how we are going to import our projects in Bootstrap. So I'll give you some real-time example how we can design it. So again, we'll consider a portfolio. Or okay, we'll go with the shopping website. Okay, so see here. Let me create a new file. So here also you'll be saving it as a .html file only. Same basic structure. So to import this bootstrap into the HTML file, we can go with either the CDN link. The CDN link is nothing but which is already actually if you take yes, Pooja. So Pooja is already know HTML and CSS, and she's very well known with that. And what happened is she is interested to create a new frameworks and libraries. What she will do, she will consult and with the CDN, that is for with the JS deliver, and she will create one link as a content delivery network. Okay, so using that thing, she can so others can use developments very easily. For that purpose, we are going for this. Okay, clear? So how we can create this? So see here, I'm going to create one Bootstrap applications. Just go here and type starter template. Okay, so starter template is nothing but the way how we are going to create a new the execution. So for that, we'll be mentioning it as a what starter template. So whatever the framework you go, so there will be some starter template. So this is the way I'll be creating a starter template. So nothing, guys. It is the same like HTML only. They have mentioned language, and this line is white. So this is for the viewport. If example, if you are going to create a page, it should fit with all the other website, sorry, all the other devices. Then you need to mention a name to be viewport and width is equal to device width, and initial scale is 1. So 1 means 100 percentage. Okay. And if you come down, so this is a CSS link. Okay. Which is, you don't want to memorize this, this is available in online only. Okay. You can copy this JavaScript and bootstrap CSS link. Okay. So after this, how I can create a one shopping website. So there are so many default templates are there. So let me go with grid. Okay, I'm going to create some header. So if you just click on this, so these are all the predefined classes which we have. So whatever you like for your website, you can take it off. So I need this one for my heading. So whatever it was, I'll just copy and paste it here. Okay, display one means this class is especially for, it will be very the text will be very the thin. Okay, the it will not be bold, it will not be thick. So that purpose we are using this display one. Here I'm just giving as e-commerce website. Okay, so this is the name I'm just giving. So next to this, what I will do is I'm going to insert some image for my website. So inside the div container, I'm giving this. Okay, or we can name it as header. Header. Okay, so here also I need some images. So my image, okay, I want this one. Okay, so just copy this. I'll be pasting it here. Guys, actually, I'm just recapping the things. I'm not teaching everything. Okay, so, so here I already have an image, right? So I'll just take that image, React version dot png. So don't want this alert as of now. Just alert. Okay, we go and check the file, and also I can decrease the image size. What I can do. So previously, what we'll do, we go to style and we need to mention float left. But here there is a predefined class. Okay, so which is already created by the developer. We are just going to use that. Okay, so here I'm just giving a bit the value. So like this I've created. So I need some background color. So for background color, see here. Yes, if you go and search for colors, you can see there are so many colors we have. Okay, so whatever the colors you need, you can mention it. Okay, so example, okay, I'm going to use this one. Just copy this and use it here as name itself. to use it as BG. So let me show you. We'll be adding like this BG hyphen primary. So what we can do, I need some BG hyphen primary. So light blue color. So if you go and check like this, it has been created. So you can also increase the width of this container box. You can also copy this. So this the thing. So we can increase the padding at the bottom. So that will be possible. So just go here for each and everything. We have a predefined things. So here they have mentioned so why we are going for the padding and what are the values we can give. Okay, so everything they have mentioned. So this is for padding, and if it is for bottom, you need to mention as PY. Okay, and okay, let's go here and give it as PY hyphen 2. Like this, you'll be mentioning. Okay. Okay. So this is how the first the e-commerce website has been created. If you want to decrease the values, also you can decrease it. Okay. So like this, we will be creating. And next to this, I need some bottom, right? So for bottom, there are so many columns and the container box we have. Okay. So first thing is I can go with components. Um, Here I will go with the breadcrumbs or okay breadcrumbs. Either I can go with the flex. Like this, you can create a number of things. Okay, so I want my element to be displayed like this, or I can go with a grid element. So like this, you can create a project. That's why I'm just sketching and telling you the things. So just come down. So what are the different things? See, if it's a equal width, you can create it. You want like this. So whatever the column, but the column, the grid column should be like this one. Okay. So it should have a container, row and column. So better I will go with the flex. Okay, I want this one. Just copy this. I'll be mentioned as navigation. For navigation also, we have a different class. Okay, nav bar. So like this, you can create. Okay. Uh, so you can also create images. So see, there are so many different, the way you can create things very easily. what I will do is I will just going to get the first navigation. Just I'll copy this. Go and refresh. You can see here navbar, home link and drop down is there. If you want to edit the name also, you can do it. Uh, yeah. So here in the navbar, I'm going to change it as uh, electronic. Sorry, yes. Okay, like this, we can see. So the drop down also we are having some multiple options. So if you want to set some colors, just go with navigation bar. It's a navigation, yeah. So it is in light, right? So if you want some color, some just giving it as danger info. Danger. Danger means it will be in some red color. Just like this, it will be clear. See how it is looking. The next thing is if I want to create some cards or cards is nothing but so first we'll go with the carousels. Carousels means slides. So it will show the images next so that you can display it off. You can either go with that or yeah. So you can also make cards. So as of now, I'm just going to display my that is products. I'm going to display my products. So for that, I need a flex, right? So for flex, I want my element to be displayed like this. So to just copy this. So after this navigation, we'll be having okay. So here, whatever the products you have, just you can mention it here. So I'm just giving the images. Let me get some images from online. Here it is in shooting. I'm just saving these images. Okay. So now, again you go here. So in this place, you need to mention SRC and what is the file, and also you need to mention what is the width. So I'm giving a style, or you can either go with a code also. Code also, it will be very nice to create an e-commerce website. So using a cards, so cards will be really good. Second, text, go with card. I need this one. This. So here I just need to put a image name. Just go here. This is a file name. J. Here also I'm adding file. Just copy. So see here, here we have given the images. So I wanted to be in a that is rightwards, right? So what we can do? So we can assign some, the container. So for that, what I will do is I'll be creating this to be a div container, row. Okay, so closing this row at the bottom. Put this. Let's close this off. Again go up. So in a row I need some 3 columns, right? So I'll be specifying where is this navigation. Here for the first one I'll be giving us div class column and close this column. And here also div class is equals to, so column I can give for the devices. So if it is 12, 3 into 4, right? So I'll be giving 4. Okay, so just close this and just come down and close this off. But also I'm going to give a class to the column. We will go and check. So here you can see, the elements, the card has been placed clearly. So like this, you can also create. Guys, I hope you would have understood what I'm trying to say. Clear how to create a project using